Welcome back, YouTube. Today we're going to be watching another Kentucky Ballistics video because everybody was talking about how Kentucky Ballistics had an incident with a 50 cal and it exploded on him. I wanted to be in the know, so we're gonna watch the video where a 50 caliber explodes on him. Without further ado, let's get into it.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and I'm going to tell you about how my 50 cal exploded, and I almost bit the dust about 2 weeks ago.
Oh my god! I thought it was like, oh, he's showing up, or he's hamming it up a bit. You know, he's come with a cast and everything. Nah, this is fucking legit. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, he went to some major surgery. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, no, those are real stitches. I was like, oh, look, funny. He's got a cast on and everything. Haha, very funny. No, he's got stitches. Oh my god.
So I know a lot of you are probably
he just goes right back to
my injuries, and I'm going to do that, but I think it's best we start from the beginning. I know some of you are going to try to skip around in this video. I highly recommend you stay tuned and listen to all of this. But for those who are going to skip around, let me clear something up first. This was not the Barrett that we tortured tested, and this was a complete freak accident. There's nothing that I did to have caused this. So April 9th, 2021, we come out here to shoot a fire hydrant with some slap rounds using my Serbu RN50. So we have the Serbu RN50 with the 36-inch long heavy barrel, and we're gonna go ahead and go big or go home and start out with this. This is a 50 BMG slap tracer round.
Jesus Christ, that's loud.
Slap rounds tend to go a little to the right, so I aimed a little to the left, but this one actually hit true to where I was aiming. We hit right here.
Wait, why are they shooting at a fire hydrant? Why are they why is it going to a fire hydrant? What was the original premise of this video? Just like, can we penetrate a fire hydrant?
And you can see that thing is smoking. And then we blew right through the back of this thing. Everything was going pretty smooth. We shot the fire hydrant several times, but the slap rounds were acting a little funny. One of the slap rounds hit like 1.5 feet low and to the right. I say we hit it with one more slap round, but this time aim for the thickest part of the fire hydrant and see what happens.
I'm just waiting for it to explode. What the heck? Yeah, that was a way off. Goodness. Oh, jeez.
The gun was functioning normally, as it always has. I've been using this gun for a long time now, and I've never had any issues out of it. So before all this happened, we took one last shot, and it was actually really, really cool. The round was stuck out the back of the fire hydrant. This is a 50 BMG silver red tip armor piercing incendiary tracer.
I didn't see a muzzle flash. Okay.
Fire hydrant. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
That is so scary. All right, so if you ever want to survive being shot by one of these bullets from this gun, just make sure you have your safety fire hydrant with you at all times. All right, it will stop the bullet. It will stop the bullet. You can't be like, oh, I got shot in the chest, but thank God I had, you know, my little booklet in my breast pocket. Nah, that shit ain't gonna stop this. You need a whole ass fire hydrant in your pocket. That's the only way.
It's just stuck out the back. After that, I decided I was going to take one last shot with a slap round.
Ooh.
To try to hit the thickest spot on the fire hydrant. So before I loaded my last slap round, I know that there was no barrel obstruction because I literally found the round in the fire hydrant. But this last round that I loaded into my Serbu RN50 was a very, very hot round, and I had no idea.
Wait, what's a hot round? What does he mean? It was a very hot round. What does that mean? Because when you say hot, I think of like heat. For context, when a round is hot, that means it's more gunpowder than it should actually contain. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, hot equals dangerous. I got that. But why? Like, why is it more dangerous? And it sounds like, okay, so too much gunpowder. Okay. Danger, danger.
And there's really no way for me to have ever known that this round
how would you know that?
hot as it was.
I mean, how would you know that? Isn't that kind of on the manufacturer for putting too much gunpowder? I'd imagine this is made by automation, right? How does the automation just accidentally put in way too much gunpowder? That feels like that shouldn't really happen. I'm sure there's like, oh, every 1 in a million rounds created at the factory will have a mistake of some type of nature, and then what are the odds that it would cause an explosion like this? So I'm sure there's like some legality that they're not in trouble with or anything, but yeah. Unless he makes his ammo, yeah, unless he makes it, then it's completely on him. Hot rounds are usually made to increase the velocity of a bullet, but it risks having the round explode. That's why you don't play with guns. This is exactly why you do not play with guns. Wait, this is how you load that up?
You can see I'm taking the last shell casing out, and now I'm loading in the slap round.
Dude, I'm on edge. I'm on edge right now.
I screw the cap on all the
Oh
way,
god.
and the gun closes completely, and everything is functioning as
Oh no.
And one thing is something someone may mention is maybe I didn't screw the cap on all the way. Well, you can clearly see the cap is screwed on all the way, and this gun actually will not close if the cap is not screwed on all the way. So everything is functioning good on the gun. What I didn't know was the slap round that I put inside it was extra hot, and I had no idea. And there's really no way for me to have ever known. These rounds are...
Did he try asking the bullet? Did he try asking the round, like, hey, round, are you too hot? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hot are you right now? On a scale to a naked mole rat to Scarlett Johansson, how hot are you right now? Oh, you're near Scarlett Johansson levels? That's too hot. That's too hot. I'm going to have to need you to bring that down to a girl next door at the very least. A little bit. Ryan Gosling level? That's still a little bit too much. If it was Ryan Reynolds, that's off the scale. But I need you to take it down just a little bit to at least the girl next door. Then we can fire you. Okay? No, I'm not. Not shoot me. Just shoot me. Just shoot me. You get a Sunder Bullet. That's just like, oh my god, you fucking baka, just shoot me already.
They're extremely rare, and they're very old. They're like $100 a piece. These aren't manufactured anymore, and really there's no way you can really know what's happened to them over time as they've passed hand to hand. I was under the impression that these were genuine military surplus rounds and hadn't been tampered with. So now I'm gonna actually show you what happened.
Viewer discretion.
All the graphic stuff happened after the fact, and I'm gonna tell you all about that, but I am gonna show you what happened just so you can see what happened to me that day.
Oh god. Oh my god. This is why you wear safety glasses. This is why you wear safety glasses. Thank God he had those in. He might have lost an eye right there. Oh my god. Jesus. That is terrifying.
So when I pulled the trigger,
that is terrifying.
The gun exploded almost immediately. So the first thing that went was this cap. And this cap...
Wait. Before he maybe he'll do it himself, but I want to see this. I want to see this. Okay, I'm gonna do it slow. I want to do it frame by frame. Okay, where is it? Come on. Where is it? When does it explode? Come on. Wasting perfectly good time right now. Let's see. Come on, where it? Okay, well there it is. I want to see it explode. I want to see this explosion. Oh my god, look at this. It's like one frame. There, okay, he's pulling the trigger right now. Okay. Frame. This is in one frame. This is in one frame. Bang. Just, there goes his hat. His safety glasses are starting to come off. Boom. That is just the sudden change of this. Where is all this explosion coming from? It just comes out of nowhere. Then, oh my god. Jeez. And then it just does a flip. Wow. Okay.
The gun exploded almost immediately. So the first thing that went was this cap. And this cap is solid steel, and it is very, very heavy.
I imagine.
Right here, the threads are sheared off of this gun completely. I spoke with Mark Serbu, and he said that normal pressures are 55,000 PSI. And for those threads to have sheared off and this cap to have just blown off like that, we're looking at over 85,000 PSI. So the cap.
What the fuck?
It's kind of hard to put these on because of my little nose brace. I'll explain. But safety glasses are on. And this cap, you can see this little crescent here. This cap hit me right there.
Ooh.
I'm not really sure which way, probably more like this.
Yeah, yeah.
But it struck me in the face.
That could have been even worse without those safety glasses.
Hit me in the face. It broke my orbital bone in 3 spots, here, here, and here. It also broke my nose, and that's why I have this on. I've had to have facial surgery to repair all this. Here's the really bad part though. On this lower, normally,
yeah, this guy's very lucky.
2 ears that stick.
Well, he's very unlucky that this happened, but after the fact that this very unfortunate and unlucky incident happened, he is now very lucky.
Up right here. And this is what prevents you from closing the gun when the cap's not on all the way. If the cap is on all the way, it will fit perfectly right here with those ears pushed up against it. When the cap blew off the gun, it came straight back, shearing those ears off the lower. One of these is still at the hospital, and this is the one we found. This one,
wait, it was in him?
Right past my head, went inside my hat, blew a hole through it.
Jesus.
And took it off my head, what appears 7 to 8 feet. Now the other one is what?
Dude, imagine if he just lost an eye. If that was just a little bit more to the left, I think. God, that would have been bad, especially if like his glasses had already flown off by that time.
Almost.
Goodness.
The other ear hit me right here in the throat.
Oh.
Proceeded to lacerate my jugular vein.
Ooh.
And punctured a hole in my right lung. As for my
Jesus.
hand, my best guess is this is what did it. In the video, you can see that the stock almost disappears instantly.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it came in a downward motion and hit my finger. You have your natural bend in your index finger. Well, this bone right here looked like a V.
Ooh.
So my finger looked like a big W. So back to the lacerated jugular. I've now been hit in the throat, and I'm not really sure what happened because when this cap hit me in the face, I went blind in my right eye instantly.
Makes sense.
Vision coming back now, and they say my eye should make a full recovery. But in that moment, I went completely blind in this eye, and it was like I had been punched. And I went backwards, and I landed on all fours. A lot of you wonder who is behind the camera in my videos. This is my dad.
It would have been really funny if it was just him again. It's like, this is my twin brother that I've never mentioned before. It's just another him. That would be a twist. It's like, oh yeah, no, I have a twin brother. And it's just him, but no, fortunately his dad. It's Scott Sr. It kind of does look like, you know, him, just older and bald. My goodness. His dad is fucking ripped also. Oh my god. Goodness. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, it seems. But I was really hoping for a surprise reveal that he had a twin brother the entire time. If I had a twin, I would try to keep that a secret for as long as possible when I went to like college or something. Or when I meet new people, I would do everything I could to just never bring up the fact that I have a twin brother. It would be awesome. Well, he has a one hell of a story to tell at the next family function. You're not kidding.
His name is also Scott. If he had not been out here with me, that would have been it for me. He come running up and he let me know of my injuries because I was still in a daze. I've just been punched in the face.
Dude, I would not want to know what just happened to me. I would just want to be told, it's like, all right, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. We got the ambulance here. Don't tell me what happened. Unless it's not that bad. If it's actually not that bad, you can tell me. Of like, okay, you're fine. You're fine. You just got some scratches. You've been knocked. Gonna maybe your face got scuffed up a little bit, but you're fine. But you're fine. If it was this bad, lie to me. Just lie to me. If it's not bad, please tell me, because I will think of it worse. But if I have got a laceration across my jugular, do not tell me that. Do not tell me that. I do not want to know. Lie to me in that instance. Get me to a hospital. I show speed. You're about to die. Don't tell me that. Do not tell me that. Just say, okay, you know, you got bopped in the head, you got some scratches on your face and everything, but you're fine, you're fine. Just ignore it. Don't tell me about the fucking hand W. Right? Yeah, just tell me 'tis but a flesh wound. Lie to me. Yeah, never tell me the odds, for real. Don't.
By a big metal cap. And he let me know real quick that there was a hole in my neck.
See, I don't want to know that.
Losing a lot of blood.
I don't want to know that.
Really fast. My dad shoved his thumb into my neck and said, put your thumb there. Now that I'm aware of what's going on, I took my left thumb, I took my shirt, wrapped it in my shirt, and I shoved it as far into my neck as possible.
As you should.
I was not aware that my jugular was lacerated, but I did know this is really bad. I have a law enforcement background, and I've been trained in injuries and wounds and gunshots and things like that. And I know very well that if you get hit in the neck, it's not good, because you can't tourniquet a neck. After I had plugged the hole,
you can't do that. He's absolutely correct. That's why you got to protect your neck, protect your head. In some leg lacerations are really bad. People, you know how tons of people that involve, like, you know, police shootings. Okay, when people are like, why didn't you just shoot him in the leg? One, that's really hard to do. A moving target is very hard to shoot in the leg. That's why you aim usually center of mass. And if you're shooting because it's a threat. Now, there are a lot of police shootings at times that probably did not deserve shootings. Obviously, I'm not getting into that, but it's just like when you say, "Oh, just shoot him in the leg." Do you know how many veins? Yeah, exactly, Sharpay. There are tons of veins in the leg. If you get shot in the leg, you can easily die because there is so much muscle, so much blood, so much is going on in the legs that a leg laceration, especially, you know, I don't remember the exact veins and arteries in there, but if you get that lacerated, it's like you're fucked. You have a very high chance of dying. That's a lot of blood that's going to be coming out. And it's going to be hard to stop that. You can tourniquet that, but it's a lot harder if you then say, you know, you get something in the chest area in a non-vital organ, or you get something in the arm. You can then plug that up, you can apply pressure to it. But in the leg, you're going to have a lot of muscle, a lot of pressure, a lot of blood, depending on where you get hit. And yeah, you're dead. You're dead. It's just over. So that's the reasons why it's like shooting for the leg is not necessarily a good option, because hard to do, and also just as deadly, if not more deadly, depending on your aim.
Extreme pressure pinched my head down into my hand and made a run for the truck. So
he ran?
Was right near us. There's a trailer attached. I had to run around the front. I jumped in the passenger seat. Dad jumped in, and we took off. And this all happened in a matter of seconds. I would say under a minute.
Yeah.
We were in that truck and just hauling tail into town. Something I forgot to mention, this upper weighs like 25 pounds. And you can see in the video that it just gets thrown off the table. So much pressure came out the back of this upper that it launched it off the table. It's an insane amount of energy that was thrown into my body. So now we're driving very fast into town. I am applying constant pressure to my throat, and I'm breathing very slowly, trying to control my heart rate, because the faster your heart rate,
more blood,
the faster you're going to bleed. My dad's driving, so I thought it would be nice of me to call the ambulance. I didn't agree with this, but I wanted to do it myself because I wanted to try and stay awake. I needed to be doing.
Yeah, if you don't want to fall asleep, because who knows, he could have had a concussion. As far as he knows, he has no idea. You don't want to fall asleep because then you can't apply pressure as you were. You want to stay fully aware of your surroundings. You don't want to fall asleep for a concussion. You don't want to fall asleep for you losing control of you applying the pressure needed on your body to stay alive. Is like really, really bad. Really bad. So good for him. you know, glad he thought of all that and everything. Because, yeah, you know, it would be bad if your dad called the ambulance and then while talking on the phone, driving a truck going really, really fast, he gets into a car accident. It'd be pretty bad.
Something to keep myself conscious. If you have an iPhone, there's this nifty little feature on the side here.
Wait, sorry to be, but arteries are a lot more dangerous if they bleed, as they have large internal pressure. Veins are still under pressure, but nothing compared to arteries. Yeah, arteries are yeah. I don't remember the artery in your leg. Like there's a major artery that goes across the inside of your thigh, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong on that, but I know it's there. That's what gushes the most blood. Absolutely correct, Guth. Absolutely. The femoral, that's the word. Thank you, Guth. Femoral artery.
That button one too many times, it'll call 911.
Oh, interesting.
This can be kind of annoying when you're trying to shut off your alarm in the morning, but when there's a lot of bodily fluids on your phone and you can't open it, it comes in really handy. I got on the phone with 911 and I let them know what had happened and that we were coming into town and they were going to send an ambulance to meet us halfway. There were several times where I thought I was going to pass out. And I knew if I passed out that was going to be it, because my dad's driving. If I pass out, who's going to keep applying pressure to my neck to keep me from bleeding out? Times like this, you really need something to focus on, and I focused on my kids. I had their
oh geez, he has kids.
Brain, and I just focused on them, and I fought as hard as I could. I stayed conscious the entire time. We met the ambulance halfway. They got me loaded up.
Then you can pass out
towards the hospital. And like I said, I know that I was in a bad spot, and I don't know if you know this, but if your jugular is completely severed, you have 30 seconds. I knew that being hit in the throat, I may not have much time, but the closer we got to the hospital, the more my confidence built, and I thought, hey, maybe I'm going to be all right.
Yeah, I mean, the longer you're alive, you're like, oh, I guess it didn't fully sever the jugular. I guess I'm not going to potentially die, maybe. I guess thanks for coming by, Zero. Oh my goodness, like that is terrifying. If someone told me, yeah, you've been hit in the neck, I'd be like, oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, well, there I go.
When I was in the ambulance, I asked them to cut my shirt off because I was having trouble breathing and I thought maybe I'd been hit in the chest as well. They cut my shirt off. There wasn't anything there, but when I got to the hospital, they x-rayed me and they said my right lung had collapsed because it had filled with blood, and that was from this little guy here puncturing my lung as well. So from there, they had to intubate me while I was wide awake, and that is not take this long metal rod with a point on it, and they stick it through your rib cage, and it wasn't fun. After that, I was feeling a little better. I could breathe a little.
After they shoved a giant metal rod into my rib cage, I was feeling a lot better. Thank God.
Better. And then they wanted me to take my thumb out of my neck, and I was like, we're not taking my thumb out of my neck.
Aw. Thank you, Bird. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Rave Cave. Consider joining the Discord if interested. No pressure.
Thumb out of my neck, and I was like, we're not taking my thumb out of my neck. You just wrap it up with some tape and stay there. But they told me I had to take my thumb out of my neck.
Yeah.
So they had a bunch of gauze and packing, and as soon as I pulled it out, they packed my throat.
Yep.
When I pulled my thumb out, that's when I saw my finger, and they said that I audibly said, oh, that's not good, because my finger looked like a big W. They informed me after that they were going to have to life flight me to Vanderbilt Hospital in Nashville, Tennessee. Very, very good hospital with very, very good doctors. Obviously, I'm here making this video. Big shout out.
I've seen that hospital before. I live near, but relatively speaking, live near Nashville. I've seen that hospital as well as some of the ones within Atlanta and those areas. So very, very good hospitals. No, I think I like the Vanderbilt more than the Atlanta one. I just Atlanta's so congested that I hated having to drive into the Atlanta hospital. So I'd have to go with I like the Nashville one a bit better. They're both big cities, but the Atlanta one is just so much more confusing to get into. So I'd go Nashville. I would say is better, but that's more from me trying to just get into the hospital. In terms of facilities, I have no idea.
Out to Vanderbilt Hospital, you guys are the best. So now they're about to knock me out, and At this moment, I realized that this may be the last time that I see my wife or see my dad, because once
Wow, didn't even mention his kids again. Pathetic. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
they knock you out, you know, that's it. Either they're gonna fix you or you're not waking up. My wife had arrived. I called her in there. I held her hand, and we had words. And then I called my dad in to pray. And after that, I remember waking up in Vanderbilt Hospital, hooked up to.
Jeez. They always got to do like, look at me, I'm good. Yeah. Goodness, look at all those tubes. Oh my God, dude. I would like, if I was in this situation, he does look like Darth Vader at that moment. If I was ever hooked up like this, take a picture of it. Do not show me. I don't want to see a mirror. I don't want you to show a picture of what I look like in that moment. Show me this picture after I get out. Once they've taken out all of the stuff out of me, then you can show a picture of what I look like. Do not show me this in the moment, because I'm going to like ignore as much of it as I can as I lay in the bed. I do not want to know that I have all of these things in and out of me. I'm just gonna look forward, gonna look up, not gonna look everywhere else. Nope, I'm fine. There's barely anything in me. I'm totally fine. No. Trust me, Rave, trust me, you want to see yourself in the moment. I don't think I would. I have a very high tolerance for pain, but as soon as I know how bad it is, that threshold drops dramatically. I was like, oh no. Cause I have had some really bad stuff. It is the assurance that you are still alive that you need to know. Trust me, I know I'm alive. I'm in a bed. I'm fine. I don't need to know they had a big tube in me. I don't know. If this ever happens to me, Gooth, I'll let you know if I wanted to know in the moment. Because I'll do some story time after this, but I've had some really bad situations where I was like, I wish I didn't see that.
Possible. I'm gonna throw some pictures in here. So they did a number on me. So you can see this cut here, and this actually goes all the way down to right here. To repair my jugular and my lung, they had to open up my chest completely. They cut me completely open, just like open heart surgery. They told me a guy my size should hold 6 to 8 units of blood, and total, from all the blood I lost from the initial injury and the surgeries, they had to give me 5 units. There was also a chance that I could have had a stroke. To repair your jugular vein, they have to pinch it off. Well, your jugular vein supplies the oxygenated blood to your brain. So they can only pinch it off for so long.
Makes sense.
They pinch it off, they repair it, then after that, when they open it back up, blood rushes into your brain, and there's a chance you could have a stroke.
Yeah,
Praise
that
God,
makes sense.
I
Okay.
did not have a stroke as well. As for my hand and my face, they had to do surgery on that as well. I have pins in my finger to hold it in place.
Hey, Riv.
Like I said, they had to repair my orbital bone in 3 spots. As you can see, they cut me here and right here.
Oh God, eye stuff.
My mouth all the way.
Dude, eyes, like, oh God, eye stuff is probably one of eyes and fingers. Like getting stuff underneath the fingernails and things that are related to the eyes. I'm like, I don't like it. What are we doing today? We're watching this, and then we might watch another video, and then we'll chat about what we're gonna do next.
Way back here to the front.
Yeah, my chest is hurting too. Like I had to go to the emergency room, as I told you, chat, earlier. I had to go to the emergency room yesterday to get something out of my own throat, and it hurt a little bit in my chest, and now I'm hearing this, and it's just causing even more pain.
Those spots. So I had a breathing tube in, but I still wanted to talk. I wanted to know what had happened to me and what was going to happen. Well, my nurse, Cody, shout out to that guy, best nurse ever, brought me a dry erase board so that I could write and ask questions. I wanted to talk to my wife. Well, he would call her for me, and then I would write out what I wanted to say, and he would say it over the phone for me, and then I could sit there and talk to my wife. Also, I really wanted a mellow yellow. I was craving it so
How are you going to drink a mellow yellow right there?
Finally unhooked from everything.
Okay, there we go, yeah.
Sitting in my room, and he peeked his head in. He was like, "Can you eat and drink now?" I said, "Yeah." And he handed me a mellow yellow.
Oh.
Coolest nurse ever. So for about 2 days, I had tubes coming out of the front of my chest, one tube coming out of my right side and one tube coming out from behind my collarbone to drain everything around my lungs. And I had to carry this little vacuum pack with me. They removed those really quick. I'm healing extremely fast.
Yeah, it looks, considering how he looked from that picture, I don't know how much time has passed, obviously. He might have mentioned on it, I just forgot. But considering everything that he went through, he looks pretty good, I gotta say. Of all the fucking sodas, a Mellow Yellow, I would have gotten a Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is my go-to soda. I had, this is a random tangent, but when I was in college, there was one building that I stayed in my second year of college, and downstairs they had a vending machine, and there was so much Dr. Pepper in there. I remember probably drinking 2 cans of it every day. Do not do that. That was terrible. That was terrible. I think the amount of times I went down there and I kept running out of Dr. Pepper in that machine is so embarrassing. Very embarrassing. Because it was like, oh, I got all these quarters from the things that I had to buy for school, or I had to go to lunch and I had to pay for cash. And then I was like, well, I've got all these quarters, I might as well use it for a Dr. Pepper. It was really bad. It was horrible. It was horrible. Do not be like me. Do not be like me. Moderation.
Kicked me out of trauma within a few days. This happened on April 9th, which is a Friday. I went home the following Saturday. There is a lot more to this story when it comes to my injuries and everything that I had to do to overcome them. Long story short, I shouldn't be standing here. I should be 6 foot under, and if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. So I know there's one big question that you're all wondering. What's going to happen to Kentucky Ballistics, and am I going to keep making videos?
No, I wanted to know, are we going to finish shooting that fire hydrant? Like, are we going to finish that video? That's all I cared about. I don't care about him getting shot. Well, he got hit with shrapnel. I don't care about any of that. I was just waiting to hear about how, like, how did that video go? Are we going to finish that? Like, when is that going to be finished? I don't care about this.
And the answer to that is absolutely. I'm not going to quit doing what I love because of a freak accident. There's nothing that can keep me from continuing on. I love what I do, and I appreciate every single one of you. I am healing at a Wolverine rate. I am healing so fast that really a lot of people have been kind of confused at how fast I'm healing. That's God. He's healing me quick. And I'm going to keep making videos, and I cannot wait to get back out here. I have some videos planned.
God is up there. He's like, oh shit, Kentucky Ballistics got hurt. All right, we got to heal that guy up. I need a new video. God is a big fan of the Kentucky Ballistics YouTube channel. It's like, oh shit. All right, okay. Can we heal him up a little bit faster so then he can get back to making videos? Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, let's get on that, Angels. Okay, let's get that going. I can't miss out on more of that Kentucky Ballistics. I love the guns.
And I think you're going to
The fire hydrant has been charged with an attempted murder. It was the goddamn fire hydrant. Of course it was.
It's going to be some really funny stuff. Also, I know there's going to be a good bit of you that want to support me while I'm healing, and I really, really appreciate that, but I don't...
Wait, is this a new shirt? Wait, did he have that before? Did he have that the entire time? No, he didn't. Okay, I was like, where did that shirt come from? So he's about to announce the new shirt. Dude, this is some good marketing right here. Like, I'm not even joking right now. This is good marketing right now. A bad thing happens to you, you got to find a way. Like, he's making a video off of it. Great. Fantastic idea, obviously. Making a good video out of it. And he made a shirt out of it to then make some more money for it to support him with medical costs or anything like that as well. Dude, fucking A+, S tier marketing right now. Well done.
I don't want to do a GoFundMe or anything like that. If you want to help me out, I want you to get something out of it too. So we got some new shirts. The doctors told me that if it wasn't for this thumb, that I would have died.
Oh, absolutely.
This thumb saved my life. And my wife came up with this saying. She said, just put a thumb in it. And I thought that was the funniest thing ever. So that's what we're going with. We have just put a thumb in it shirts. I think these are awesome. And if you want to support me, there's a link in the description down below. They're available now. Pick you up a shirt and support Kentucky Ballistics.
Like he's in a perpetual thumbs up state.
And definitely not what you expected me to post this week, but this is something I felt like I needed to let you know. Again, this was a complete freak accident, and there's no way I would have ever known just how hot that round was until it was too late. So like I said, I'm healing really fast, and I'm gonna be back to it as soon as possible. But in the meantime, keep your eyes peeled for some pretty interesting videos I have planned and my update videos. Before I close this video, I just wanna say how much I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for making what I do possible. And I know that the majority of you are gonna be extremely supportive right now, and I really, really appreciate that. Don't forget, if you wanna pick up a shirt, there's a link in the description down below. And as always, my name is Scott. And you will most definitely see me next time.
Oh, jeez. What was he doing? Was he shooting? Well, that was good. That was good. I enjoyed that. Okay, oh, that did hurt my chest though. That hurt looking at it. That was really good. Okay, now I'm filled in with what happened with the 50 cal. So thank you for recommending this. Thank you, thank you. Don't stop saying fuck off YouTube. The fighting between YouTube and chat, it just keeps getting worse and worse. Okay, YouTube, people in YouTube, tell me down in the comments to tell YouTube to fuck off. Or not YouTube, not disregard. YouTube, tell me down in the comments to tell Twitch to fuck off. Okay, you gotta fight back. You can't take this slander from the Twitch chat any longer. You have got to fight back. You've got to fight back. So let me know down in the comments of also any other video or channel recommendations. Consider joining the Discord or coming by live to watch with us. But until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye. And because everybody was talking about how Kentucky Ballistics was, or because everyone was talking, my model is fucking up.
Hey YouTube and VOD viewers,
dude.
Catching up with us after the chaos and lewdness has settled down. Welcome to the wild ride you must live. But don't worry, there's still plenty of fun and craziness waiting for you. Let's keep the party going even after the stream.
Welcome, Chat Killer. Welcome, welcome. Forgot that we had stuff on there. Thought we had that going on. So let's go back real quick. You better keep that in. I am not keeping that in. Chat Killer, I am not keeping that in. People come for the reaction here. They're gonna be like, what the fuck was that? And they click off the video. I am absolutely not keeping that in. There's a reason we disable the redeems, Chat Killer. There's a reason we get rid of those. I am absolutely editing that out. Freedom for Cynthia. Cynthia doesn't get to be in these videos. Cynthia, she gets to be eye candy. That's about it. Cynthia gets to be eye candy right here. And that's about it. Justice for Cynthia, but chat interaction. I'm interacting with you right now. But you know, no. We can't have obstructions or anything like that. I'm sorry, Chat Killer. There's a reason we disable it. I interact with chat. Well, screw you guys. I can't watch all the reacts at 1 a.m. Cynthia's the real one here. How fucking dare you? How dare you?
Applying pressure to my neck to keep me